Hey guys, this is the Awkward Simmer, and that was my voice. Wow, I'm sorry. Um, this is my first video for this channel. Yay! I'm gonna try to make these videos like 10 minutes long. Maybe shorter, probably shorter. But yeah, so you're just gonna be watching me create a sim here and listening to me read rules. So if you really don't want to see that, then don't watch it or just mute me. I don't know. Just just go on with your merry way. Then I'm just gonna be attempting the legacy challenge. Yay! So basically, the legacy challenge is a long 10-generation challenge where you start out with a single founder and very humble beginnings and try to lead the family to fame, fortune, and success over the course of 10 generations. I have basically the little rule book laid out here, and I've just highlighted the important things, and I'm just going to be reading them off to you. So yeah. The legacy family must immediately become the active household and cannot cease to be active for the duration of the challenge. You may select any neighborhood. So I've selected Appaloosa Plains, and I've found a lot, but I'm just going to do a money cheat, which you'll learn about later, just to kind of bring my Sims money down. Sorry, let me get a drink here. The challenge begins with a single founder. They can be male or female, any age that can have children, and no other Sims may be created in the founder's family. And then you have to be creative with the family name because you'll be seeing it for quite some time. Me, being the creative self I am, chose Legacy as a last name. Yeah. If you move into Riverview or Sunset Valley, there are plots or lots. I shouldn't say plots. I don't know what that is. It's like a horse plopping around. Anyways, there are specific lots for you. I have chosen Appaloosa Plains, and so there's not an assigned lot for me. Basically, the lot has to be large, empty, and cost 14,700 Sim dollars. I'm not going to even attempt to say their little money name. So you have to expect your founder to live like a hobo for a while. Awesome. So now onto the rules. There is no cheating, no money or mood cheats, which sucks for me because testing cheats enabled is my favorite cheat of all. But basically, I'm just going to be using the money cheat in the beginning to lower my Sims' money so that I can play this challenge. So don't yell at me. Aging and story progression must be on and lifespans set to the normal level. You have to have minimal mods, which, like, I don't know, you don't want a lot of advantage over your player. I just have, you know, master controller on, which is a lot of control over your Sims, but I really do enjoy my master controller, so I won't be using it as much, really. No ambrosia. Basically, let the dead be dead, okay? Just let them die. You can learn the recipe, but you cannot cook it or eat it. And you cannot use it to resurrect ghosts. And ghosts cannot be, Sims cannot be resurrected by the science lab. So basically, like I said, you don't want zombies, okay? Your Sims cannot eat a life fruit to gain extra days to their lifespan. You may age Sims up via VIA the birthday cake only once the game prompts you with a reminder of their impending birthday and not earlier. You don't have to use the birthday cake, but you can wait for the game to like forcefully age them up. Death flowers may not be kept in inventory. You can gather and like immediately sell them, but they can't be used to ward off death. So, the black market is no longer being monitored by the police. Kleptos, rummagers, and thieves are now allowed to liquidate their ill-gotten goods for cash. Yay! Next page. So, any sim can be moved in the legacy family via marriage or move in except for the following. Sims created by the player. Sims or households downloaded and imported from the exchange. And Sims that had previously lived in the legacy household but then had since moved out. So we can't like go grabbing back our siblings. And then this is also in bold. Sims that are identified by your sim as rich are now fair game for all sims except your founder. Yeah. So all other sims are fair game. And you can basically put in as many sims as you want. You just can't like marry them. Yeah. So now for the challenge concepts. So I'm just going to read a couple of these. A generation is the order of birth in relation to family at large. Your founder is generation 1, your founder's son or daughter would be generation 2, the grandchild would be generation 3, and so on. The challenge ends the moment generation 10 is born, and then I'll have like a little party. Okay. So now, a founder is the sim that you create in Create a Sims who starts the family. An heir is the sim belonging to the family bloodline who is slated to bring in the next generation once he or she is old enough and finds a mate. A spare is a sibling of an heir who can become the heir should anything happen to the current heir, because I don't want my heir to die and then have to quit the challenge halfway through. And so now on the points, basically you can get 1 legacy point for each generation total, so you can get 10 points there. You can gain 1 point for every unique lifetime want filled by a family member. So this is the like 10 girlfriends or boyfriends trait, that have 5 kids and raise them from children to baby trait. All of these different things. There's like 32 of them, or at least there was 32. I'm pretty sure there's more now. And for every 1 unique one completed, you can get a point. Now portraits. I'm going to be doing this of just the heirs, because I feel like that makes the most sense. 1 point for creating a portrait of a family member and keeping it on display after their death. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Your sim just has to paint it. Not your sim, but like, any sim can paint your sim. And then I'm just going to be doing it of heirs, so it kind of seems more like thronely. Does that make sense? No. Students must be of young adult or older, or older and living on the legacy lot at the time of painting to count for a portrait point. Earn 1 legacy point for every $10,000 in net worth the house is worth. 100,000. Why am I missing all these zeros? $100,000. Basically, you just combine your family's cash on hand and your house's furnished value, and yeah, that's a maximum of 20 points, meaning a net worth of $2 million. If a sim is able to earn 100,000 points of aspiration rewards, or just like, the points, they earn 1 legacy point, basically. Yeah. So now birth and growing up. You must be random. Every trait is random except for your main founder, unless you want to have 1 trait that's passed down through the whole family, which I might do for like artisticness. Yeah. Making a portrait of ghosts do not count. People that die can be kept around as ghosts or moved to a cemetery, which I'll probably do. The bloodline is cut short by death. The challenge ends immediately. Ghost babies are not considered part of any bloodline. In order to bringing in the new generation. So in order to bring in the next generation, a new sim must be born. Adoption doesn't count. If the heir is a male, you have to move his spouse or lady friend onto the lot before he has a baby. If it's a female, she can just sleep around and have babies at will. Yeah. And basically, an optional rule I'm going to be playing with is when creating your founder and create Sims, choose the founder's 5 traits. Oh, I might do the family trait. I don't know about that yet. Comment down below. If anybody watches this, comment down below and tell me if I should do that. And basically, the firstborn does not have to be the heir, and you're allowed to sell any collection items you find as long as they weren't stolen out of someone's house or garbage. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the series, and I will hopefully catch you next time. Oh, that was awkward.